Just one night after CM Punk made his much-anticipated debut with AO, WWE's SummerSlam made major headlines of its own on Saturday night. In a night capped off by surprise returns, Brock Lesnar concluded the night by making an appearance following the culmination of Roman Reigns' match with John Cena. Needless to say, the new Viking-look babyface Brock received a massive ovation in his first appearance on WWE television since his WWE Championship loss to Drew McIntyre at Wrestlemania 36. There's no doubt about it, this feud will be interesting. For one, Reigns has been built up perfectly over the past year as champion with his heel tribal chief character. He's run over every major opponent thrown his way, with Cena being his latest victim. With Paul Heyman as his manager, Lesnar's longtime advocate, the Lesnar-Reigns feud will have a new spin to it compared to years past where the former was the heel and the latter was the babyface chasing after the monster champion. While the feud will certainly be epic and the matches won't be anything short of entertaining, the bottom line is this: the WWE is still relying on part-timers to drive their main feuds. And that's a major problem. Following a night in which a 54-year-old Bill Goldberg lost his WWE Championship match to the 45-year-old Bobby Lashley, the second oldest match between two participants in a World Championship match in WWE history, and a 44-year-old part-timer in Cena fell to Reigns, we now have the part-timer Lesnar lining up to be Reigns' next opponent for the title. With WWE announcing its return to Saudi Arabia for the first time in nearly 2 years with its Crown Jewel event on October 21st, we all know what the two World Championship matches are lining up to be. It'll be Goldberg vs Lashley for the WWE title to avenge the attack on his 15-year-old son Gabe. And Lesnar vs Reigns for the Universal title. This isn't anything new. The WWE has had an over-reliance on part-timers for years now since Lesnar made it a commodity upon his return to the company nearly a decade ago. But the gimmick is getting old. We're already seeing an extreme backlash to Goldberg, one of the most over babyfaces in wrestling history. And while the fans were certainly excited to see a new look, babyface Lesnar at SummerSlam 2021, one has to remember it wasn't too long ago that fans were sick of seeing a bland heel Lesnar dominate the title scene for half of a decade. Something Vince McMahon has to come to the realization, whether likely or not, is that this is not a formula for success. There's no problem relying on part-timers to come back for marquee matches every now and then. But simply keep them out of the title picture. The more these old part-timers are included in the top title matches at the biggest pay-per-views of the year, the more likely the backlash. While ratings are down the toilet, McMahon's main concern is the bottom line.